News 46 is brought to you by William H. Jackson Injury Attorneys. Injured? Get Bill and Robin, your local injury attorneys.
Welcome back. Well, county commissioners discussed a property here in Pahrump that may be deemed a nuisance.
The BOCC report is sponsored by Jim Marsh Automotive of Las Vegas, Kia, Chrysler, Jeep, and Body Shop.
Lynette Sandquist, Sandquist, and I'm here talking on behalf of my father. Wants to come up, but he owns the house, and I feel this whole thing has been blown out of proportion. That I've been having problems with the insurance on the property, trying to get somebody to come out here. Many times I have had people and they won't come and do the work because it's too hot in the ceiling to help me out. With the animal control and with Berkowitz and everything else, it was their way of getting back at me because they've been after me for a lot of things that have been going on that I've not done. With this being kicked out of my house and having the condemnation, it wasn't right because I had water and I had electricity and my animals had water and food and everything else, and there was not 31 dogs, it was a bunch of lies. And with the video, I have not seen the video yet of my house, but my house wasn't as dirty as what they said it was. And the yard, yes, it could have been picked up, but my sons left me and they left a mess for me to clean up, and so I'm in the process of doing it. But I could not do it because I was kicked out of my house. And my father has been with my sister so I could get some stuff done. So much stuff is being lost. My medicines are all ruined now. My dad's medicines, the food, the plants outside. I've had 5 break-ins to the house since it's been closed up and I've been out of jail for going for this. It's wrong. And I've had a lot of things stolen in that from my house.
The house at this point I feel is inhabitable, is uninhabitable, I'm sorry. Nobody can live in it with that kind of flooring. That's the majority of the problem is flooring and cleanup. It is not the structure itself. And the house is not a nuisance to the neighborhood. It's a nuisance to the people or whoever would be living on the property in the state it is in now. So she understands it has to be cleaned up. She understands that the flooring needs to be replaced. There's plumbing that has to be taken care of. As far as the yard goes, there's a few items in the front yard that need to be thrown away, but the majority of the front yard looks wonderful compared to a lot of what we have here in Pahrump.
People come in and they look at the house, and I've had people in and out of that house. Just lately, the carpet started smelling a little bit more. It has not been that way. I have pictures of it and that what's going on. Thing is that insurance company, we were sold a lemon house. They just bandaged the stuff and that's all they did. And then as soon as we're in there, all this stuff starts falling apart. And I've been trying my best. And that's why I got a little behind with my animals or whatever. The thing was I was sick for 2 days and there was only a little bit of poop in the house that was there because I was sick and I didn't get a chance to get out. And my dad didn't let the dogs out. But the thing is that my house is clean. I moved the furniture to get the carpeting and everything else, and then they came and took me out and took me to jail for, like I said, reasons that were not right. And I'm tired of it. It was overblown, and I'm not going to sit here and put up with this stuff. And I want to thank Donna for her help.
I have a motion and a second. I'm going to call for the vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay.
Nay.
Butch, did you say nay?
Yes, I did.
So it's 4-1.
Well, $50,000 is being used here in the county to restore the historical Belmont Courthouse.
Issue regarding providing funding up to $50,000 to Friends of Belmont Courthouse.
Mr. Chairman, this is a request by me. This was not a request put forward by the Friends of the Belmont Courthouse. My reasoning is that is a county asset. And as that structure begins to deteriorate internally, it creates a county risk.
Yep.
So the Friends of the Belmont Courthouse have been extremely diligent in doing their fundraisers and getting money together in order to have a structural engineer come in and design what needs to be done to make the interior of that courthouse safe and remove those risks from Nye County. They have been very successful. They've raised $68,000 to make this a reality. I think it is only proper that the owners of that building step forward and help with that effort as well. So I would like to make a motion to approve.
Second, and kudos to the Friends of the Belmont Courthouse.
I have a motion and a second to approve. Is there any further discussion?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I just wanted to possibly ask for an amendment. If we can apply the procedures you just approved to this project, so that way we have the reporting coming back to us in completion form on
I
this
would
project.
love to do that.
Okay, thank
Since
you.
I'm the one that put that item on there, I guess you're going to make me do a bunch of paperwork, right? Okay.
Any further,
Yes, I'll amend my motion
Yes.
to reflect that.
further discussion?
Yeah, Tim, please meet with me and tell me what I need to do before I bring the school band now that we've adopted this. Thank you.
Donna, did you have something you wanted to say?
Yes, I'd just like to know where the funding will be coming from, what fund it would come out of.
Savannah?
Good morning, Commissioner. Savannah Rucker. So we have a couple of options. I'm going to be bringing forward an item for the Board of County Commissioners to set up a donations department funded from contingency, and so that will be on the next meeting. So this will be funded from contingency.
Thank you, Savannah.
Further discussion?
Yeah, just one other question is, why do we have to set up a donation fund? Do we not have the money in contingency to do this?
Donna, Savannah again.
Thank you.
We do have funding available in contingency, but by NRS, we cannot spend out of contingency. So setting up the donation department will allow us to utilize that funding.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed say nay.
Nay.
4-1.
A new business highlight and Save a Pet right after this break.